If I'm not serving cunt, I don't see the point. If I'm not going to the grocery store in a full beat like this, wearing chunky ass platform boots, what am I doing? Why am I here? Excuse me. If we haven't met before, hi, my name is Jay, aka Black Polish. I'm a music artist and I'm hot. So I'm gonna give you some tips on how to be a alternative baddie. So if you've been feeling kind of shitty and you want to find your style, don't worry. Dada is here to help. Dada is here to help. Basics. The alternative umbrella is an umbrella term, right? There's a lot of different avenues you could take to be a baddie. So my question to you is, what kind of baddie do you want to be? Do you want to be goth? Do you want to be emo? Do you want to be scene? Do you want to be grunge? Whatever the case may be, choose a couple, put it in your Pinterest board, start getting some inspiration for your fits, okay? And if you're like, I don't know what kind of subculture I am. Being an alternative baddie is a person I am. Best thing to do is to start listening to a bunch of alternative music. Take over your entire life. Feel the most connected to. Wake up from the morning based on that. Because being alternative is music based. Goth people listen to goth music and they just dress how they want to dress. Punk people listen to punk music. Emos listen to emo music. Scene listens to scene music. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all look like how the music sounds. So, get on Spotify, do a little digging on what kind of music you like. And while you're there, why don't you go look up my shit? I'm called Black Polish on Spotify. And I guarantee you, if you listen to my music, you're gonna be so sexy afterwards. I promise you. All right, so you picked out your subculture. You know what you want to be. Now, what's your color palette? The easiest way to design a basic color palette is to know that in any alternative genre, it's usually black or white for the base. Then you pick one of your favorite colors, go with that as an accent color, and then you pick either silver or gold jewelry. And boom, you got a color palette that looks something like this, you know what I'm saying? Another thing that's super important to being a baddie is understanding your undertones and what kind of colors look good on you. Because if you don't do this, you're gonna look a hot mess, okay? Even if you got your favorite color on, you might still look a hot mess because it's not the right shade of that color. Let me explain. You can see your wrist. See how mine's like bluish purple? What is my wrist? There's a blue one right here, a green right here. I have more of like a neutral undertone, but when I get really hot, my face turns red. So it's kind of leaning towards the warmer undertone. Therefore, cooler colors look good. Cooler colors look good on my warm skin. It makes my skin glow and pop, but not make me look red like a lobster. Because if I wear the wrong shade of red, I look gross. That's why when I want to wear red, I wear a blood red or a wine red because that's more on the cooler side of things. Rather, if I wore like more of a burnt orange, I would look disgusting. Those are just things to take in consideration when it comes to fashion and buying clothes because clothes are expensive. We're gonna get to that later. The last thing to take into consideration is what emotion do you want to invoke when you walk past people? Do you want them to be mad? Do you want them to be scared of you? Do you want them to be attracted to you but confused? These are all questions you have to consider. Form your style and your outfits around that. And congratulations, we just got past basics of being an alt baddie 101. I hope y'all are taking note, okay? Because for the rest of the video, you're gonna have to take notes. Chapter 1, face or neck up. It's the first thing that people are gonna look at. It's very important that you nail this. Here's a life hack for you to make every single day seem effortless with your whole vibe, your outfits, your aesthetic, and just being cut. Hair is 90% of your outfit. Anyone can wear an outfit and still look whack if the hair is not there. Now look, we're filming this at kind of a rough period with my hair, okay? It needs to be dyed, and all of the example videos I'm going to show you when it comes to like style or whatever, me explaining shit, I'm going to have the hot and sexy version of me that is showing right now when my hair is freshly done, because right now my hair is really faded and I need to dye it. I don't care. You should take a look at your face shape, Google it, look in the mirror, take a wild guess, okay? For me, it was obvious I have a round face. Like, I have a round face. It's kind of giving heart though. Like, since I've lost weight, it's giving a little more of like a heart shape, right? So I looked at hair based on that, and for me, layers are very good for me because my face is wider up here, so it kind of slims me out a little bit. But you need to decide on a very cool haircut. I love the straight haired baddies, but if you want to stand out just that little bit more with just the cut, get some layers. Get some layers, get some gels, spike it up, do whatever you gotta do. But layers make everything sexier, and so do bangs for certain foreheads. Me personally, bangs on me looks absolutely diabolical, so I will opt out of the bangs. But get that haircut, get some real cute, study your face shape, and see what goes best with you. And also, the color you choose for your hair is gonna be your brand. Colored hair people, for the rest of your life, if you choose one color or if you change your color every couple of years, just know your entire primary color in your wardrobe has to match your hair in some sort of way, because you're gonna see combinations that maybe look stupid. For example, I look like the American flag if I wear red when my hair is blue. It's not really what I'm going for, you know what I mean? Okay, the next thing is all about the face. Let's talk piercings for a second. My goal with this is to guide you on how to not look crusty. We don't want to look crusty, but we want to look like a baddie. You could still be messy. Messy is hot. I got messy ass hair, but I'm not giving crusty. You know what I mean? There's a fucking difference, right? And if y'all say shit in the comments saying that I look crusty, it's gonna be me and you. Okay, piercings. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, and some people pull it off better than others. In my opinion, I think piercings look the sexiest and the most chic and cunt when it's like symmetrical to your face. When I just had my septum and one side of my nose pierced, something felt a little off because I also had my brow pierced, so like everything was just kind of out of control. And then I got this pierced and I got both of my brow pierced. Now you might be wondering, hey, where are the brow piercing? They rejected. They rejected, but we're not going to talk about that because I'm going to get them re-pierced this year. This year is going to be the year that I get them re-pierced and they actually stay. So when it comes to just like having a look on your face, I feel like symmetricalness is really cool. If you have a lopsided face like me, because you're a side sleeper like me, having symmetrical piercings will kind of make your face look a little more symmetrical, which kind of cut. But honestly, get whatever piercings you want. But just know whatever piercing you get is going to enhance what part of the body you got. And me personally, I love that I enhance my nose because I got that cute little button nose. I like doing that. Another thing, if you get a piercing and you regret it, or the piercing regrets you being in its life and rejects from your face, don't worry. The scarring is not that bad. You honestly cannot tell from a distance, and if anything, it might look like an acne star, but it heals. You can't even tell this brow because it rejected on day one. This one is like fresh. It's fresh and you still can like barely even see it. But when you get a piercing, make sure it's done professionally. Don't be like me and pierce your belly button with a sewing needle from the hands of someone who's never pierced someone before. Love you, girl, but that shit rejected so bad and left the biggest keloid scar ever on my tummy. So I would say, yeah, get your shit done professionally, please. Like, don't fuck with your skin like that, okay? I am thankful I didn't get a keloid scar on my brow, but you could. I got two things to say about piercings. Another thing that's gonna make you crusty is if you don't take care of that shit. This is what I use to take care of my piercings when they're first healing. They usually take up to 6 months to a year to fully heal, depending on the piercing. Use this while healing your piercings. Also, do not switch out the jewelry. Be patient. Next is eyebrow piercings. Make sure you discover what brow shape works for your face first. Get that professionally done or do it yourself, I don't care. Because I got my brows pierced when I was like 14 before I even started plucking my brows. And you can see right there, there is a hole. And the hole comes out right here. My brows used to be lower. So I had that fuck ass piercing that was in the wrong spot for so many years because I didn't know what my brows were gonna be. So when you get a brow piercing, make sure you figure out where your brows are gonna sit if you plan on shaping them, or else they're gonna look goofy. Eyebrows. Eyebrows shape your entire face, gives you a specific look. I am a firm believer that if you got slits in your eyebrow, you're automatically sexy. Congratulations. Welcome to the hot bitch club. But like eyebrows, different strokes are for different folks. So just know, if your eyebrows are super thin, the thinner you go, the more cunt you're going to serve. Thicker they are, the more daddy they are going to serve. Depending also on your face shape and your hair, stuff like that. But just know, thinner brows are typically more feminine, thicker brows more masculine. So it's all about how you want to present, baby. Sometimes on my masculine days, I be filling them in a little bit thicker just to feel a little more masculine, you know? But typically I keep them pretty thin like this, and honestly I have thin brow blindness, so I kind of want to get them even tinier, but I'm not gonna do that. But yep, that's face. Clothing is the most important part aside from your hair. Aside from the hair. Okay, I know I told you that hair can make an entire outfit, but there are certain things that make an entire outfit look kind of bummy. Now, if you got big adult money, just know that quality goes so much farther than quantity. We are 3 months into 2026 and I have cycled through these same 10 outfits and I constantly get complimented on my fits. You want to know why? Because it doesn't matter that I wore it 8 fucking times. What matters is that it's a good ass outfit. If you shop at places like Shein and it's cheap ass clothing that falls apart and looks cheap, I'm sorry, honey. That shit does not look good on you. You cannot be alternative and unpolitical. I like to do, instead of shopping at those bitch ass areas, is A, thrift at high quality thrift shops such as like 2nd Street or any place on Melrose. Or I go to locally owned businesses where it's just one person starting a fashion line kind of thing. That's literally where I got this shirt from. And it's quality. It was like $45, but it's sick. And this is the type of stuff that lasts for a while because it was made with love and not made in 2 seconds from a factory that is not loving to the people who work there. Support your local businesses that make high quality clothes. Okay, accessories. Let's talk about it. Accessories will elevate every single outfit. I don't care if you're just going to the beach and wearing a bikini. If you put a bunch of jewelry on, bangles, necklaces, big old earrings, rings, all that will make an outfit. Look, you can literally wear an all black bodysuit, but if you layer that shit with a bunch of jewelry, suddenly it's a fit. I don't know how that works, but it does. Wear as much jewelry as your body can physically handle until your neck is fucking covered in jewels and gems and oh my god, I'm so sexy. I promise you, it's gonna make you chic and look elevated. It's gonna be like, bam, look at me. If I don't hear you walking down the street and it's not jingle jangle every time you go, girl, you're not serving cunt, okay? Put that shit on. I want you to be loud. That's one thing I preach. If you're not being loud, you're not serving cunt. You gotta be loud and proud about who you are. If you're an alt baddie, you gotta let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This is another thing. Quality over quantity. You could get away with spending anywhere from $35 to $70 on tops and pants, right? But when it comes to shoes, girl, I'm gonna give y'all a hint because I also make my own clothing. Just like the jewelry, the one thing that makes something expensive looking is when there's a lot of shit going on it. But if you were just to wear a plain black shoe, then it doesn't look like there's so much going on. But stuff with spikes and belts and buckles and shimmery shine, that always makes a statement with your outfit. So get those damn shoes on. Make sure they shine. And extra points if they're platform. Platform shoes are the cuntiest shit ever. They are. Sneakers, Crocs, boots, sandals, like everything that's platform, just like adding to the accessories. It's very, very important that you figure out if you are a silver or a gold person. You also find this out by your undertones. You can look up what looks better on cooler undertones or neutral undertones or warmer undertones. For me, I know that cooler tones look better on my warm skin. So therefore, the silver makes my skin pop and it gives me beautiful melanin, right? So if you have cooler tone skin, the best thing to do is to wear gold to make sure that you got life in your skin, or else you're gonna fade away like a ghost. I present to you the last section, environment and friendships. Environment is extremely important in being alternative, okay? Here's why. You are who you hang around. If you want to enhance your style and feel more comfortable about being alternative, you should hang around more alternative people or be involved in your alternative community. But I have to warn you on something. Not all alternative people are friendly. Just because you're alternative does not mean they're gonna be a good friend to you. They can backstab you just like anyone who doesn't dress alternative. Just because you have the same style does not make them a good person. We should know that by now. But I didn't know that when I was younger, and I had really toxic relationships where people would come after me and it was not good, and I thought I was in a safe space because I switched who I was hanging out with. You still have to choose people wisely, okay? Friends are really important to have. Community is really important to have. But don't have toxic friends for the sake of community. Here is a great way on how to tell if those people are not meant for you. Just examine how you feel after you hang out with them. If you feel drained emotionally, there's something wrong. If you feel anxious for a couple days, or like you can't sleep, if you feel like you are walking on eggshells, that you're trying not to make them mad at anything you say, something gotta change. Another thing about your environment is when you fully embrace the fact that you are an alternative person and you feel comfortable expressing yourself this way, this is the basic thing you must go into this with, is that people are gonna hate you. People are gonna hate you! There are so many judgmental people that we truly cannot get away from. The world exists, the internet exists, we're gonna judge you. Who the fuck cares though? Do you think I care that I have haters? Do you think I care that people look at me crazy in public because of the makeup I'm wearing on my face or the hair I have? Do you think I give a fuck? No. But once you discover that everyone is going to be pissed at you, everyone is going to judge you, guess what time it is? It's time to rage bait, people! You're going to become a professional rage baiter. You're going to know that when you walk into a room dressed to the nines, serving cunt in your own unique way, people are going to be evil just because you're living your most authentic life. Best part is you can piss them off. Dress louder, dye your hair a brighter color, wear crazier makeup, wear jewelry that jingle jangles when you walk, wear big stomper fucking boots that stomps the whole building so it causes an earthquake. To all the conservatives who hate you, you need to be louder! You know what I mean? So my disciples, what did we learn today? Be yourself. Be more of a baddie. Unleash your inner artist. Ew. Oh yeah, I guess I should probably demonstrate how to participate in your own subculture. I live in LA, so if you live in LA, I'm gonna give you some recommendations on things to do. If you don't live in LA, best thing I could say is join my Discord server. Join my Discord server. My server. I said that first. I said server. I don't know why I said server. Anyway, connect with people online. If you live in a fuck-ass town with nothing to do in the country, I get it. I grew up there. Y'all should know. Y'all should know by now I grew up in the country and ain't shit to do there, which is why I came to LA. Right? Catch One is a really cool venue that is an 18 and up club, and there's a lot of cool artists that play there, but it's a really fun place and everyone dresses to the nines. The last time I was there, I saw two Labubu cosplayers, and there's a lot of furries. Like literally everything is there. So Catch One is a really cool place. Subculture is my favorite night that they have there because that's the most alternative goth, but they have a lot of other nights that are cool. Bar Sinister, one of my favorite clubs. That is 21 plus and it's for the freaks. I'm gonna leave it at that. But they play only goth music there and it's beautiful. Catch One plays really good music, but it's a lot more electronic and honestly it's scene music 100%. But Sinister, all goth music, it's like Another place to go make friends is the stores. Pasadena Flea is the cheapest option I can give you that gives you high quality clothes. It ranges from $5 bins to nothing over 25 days to something that's like $60 at most. Honestly, like a lot of the stuff there is super affordable, but find some really good high quality shit in there that I still wear like almost every day. Another place that's amazing to shop at that clothes will last you forever is Melrose. That whole entire shopping district. Oh my god. Melrose has some good ass fucking clothes. You need to shop at Melrose. Go to Melrose. They have prices that range from, again, $5 to, I don't know, $1,000. It's a pretty large price range. The last place that's really good for high quality clothes is Second Street. Second Street is one of the thrift stores I was talking about that is just like quality over quantity. Like everything in there is just nice and it's handled with care and the vibes are immaculate. They have hella designer but also hella random ass pieces that are not expensive but look cool as shit. And they're also really good with accessories. Like I love buying the scarves there. They also sell purses, shoes, like literally everything you can think of they sell. So I highly recommend Second Street 100%. But the most important lesson of all about all this is that cuntiness, where does it come from? Comes from the soul, comes from your heart, comes from within. To be cunt is a mentality. I became cunt before I visually looked cunt. It's a mentality first. Before you even sit down to do your makeup, you need to fully understand within yourself that you are cunt. You are the cuntiest bitch on the planet. With the strongest face card, body is tea, coochie dick is good, the outfits always eat. Even if you don't got them now, just know confidence is key. Know your self-worth, that you are worth every single thing. That you are the creator of your own universe. And you may not fully believe it now, but you will. And it's not fake it till you make it. What's actually fake is believing that you're not cunt. That is real delusion. Of course you're cunt. Love you! By the way, this is very much like the basics of how to be alternative or to just have fashion sense in general. I'm going to be doing a more in-depth video on specific sections such as like makeup. Like I have a very intricate way of doing makeup and there's a lot of tips to be had there. There's ways that I style my hair or dye it. Next week I'm posting how to dye your hair and how to style it to be curly like this. Because being black and alternative is rare nowadays. We need more hair tutorials. Yeah, there's gonna be more videos to come about how to be more alternative. It's gonna go more in depth, but this is just more so like an intro course. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you next Sunday.